That's
We've got this
nice
fucking
of you.
oath keeper behind the ones and twos. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to fight my way out of here. You know, I'm like queer and I hate ice, right? Like, you know,
We don't have ice up
you know,
here.
there's a genocide going on in Palestine, right? Like,
Yeah, you,
okay,
I mean,
good.
we got a free studio, man. This is
It's free. Well, we love Israel. You never get mad.
whatever we have to do to get a free studio.
They asked us, they're like, would you do like man on the street stuff, like asking questions? We're like, what kind of questions? They're like, you know, about immigration.
No, wait,
We're
did they
like,
really
no,
say
we
that?
don't want to do that.
Dude.
We're like, we don't. We just want to
Anyone
do
doing man on the street, that stuff is so cooked.
I'm like, can
It's
we use the
is it?
mics?
dude, my fucking thank God my manager's like cool and like understands. He was like, look, like a lot of people are doing this man on the street. They pitched this idea for you to do this. And I was like, no. And they're like, and he's like, yeah, I figured you'd say no. I didn't think you wanted to do a what's your tattoo mean man on the street thing. I was like, no,
sucks,
that would be terrible.
That's the worst thing I've
Leave
ever
that
heard.
for the 17-year-olds on 6th Street in Austin. You know, that's their bag now.
What's that?
Dude,
That's what they
oh,
do.
it's crazy out there. It's like, dude, just the idea of like when I used to drink, I was such a fucking nightmare. What are you giggling about?
And we can smoke cigarettes in here, right, Nick?
Oh, dude.
No, I love the spread.
I thought you loved freedom.
Well,
Adrian. What the hell? You fucking
He's shaking his
hypocrite?
head, but his eyes are saying yes.
You did go you just go, I don't care. So, it was awesome.
No.
All right, let's go.
We brought everything. What are these? The fucking airline snacks too?
Yeah. Yeah, when you sit, so I get upgrades because I fly all the time. So I have like the Delta thing, and they upgraded me to first class. And they only first class on Delta has these Vigo Bear Santa Monica fruity gummies.
Okay.
And I always steal them so I can have them for later.
Get a couple extra. Maybe we'll have a taste test on the pod.
Yeah.
Wow, that's in right now.
Yo, I'm telling you.
I know man on the streets out. but
This man on the street
reviews-
out, food review taste test pod in.
No one's ever done it.
Let me tell you, these will change your life. They are so good. They're so delicious.
Do you know Smart
looking for
Sweets?
sponsors.
Have you ever heard of Smart Sweets?
No.
They're like they're made from like a soybean oil.
They're made from tapioca starch.
Tapioca
Oh,
starch,
yeah. You know how we feel about soy.
Don't mention that shit at True
Tapioca's
Patriot Love.
delicious.
Yeah, so they make it into candy and it's like 0 sugar.
Yeah.
You'd be about it.
They're
I got
Canadian.
some.
I
If
like
you're
that.
trying to get off sugar, they're very good.
Dude, sugar's so hard to get off of.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at me.
I'm trying not to. But it's terrible. Looking at you and sugar.
No, but seriously though, okay, we got the Icelandic assassin, the Down syndrome baby killer.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Finn Bogi.
My reputation precedes me.
Let's go. He's back for his second episode, guys.
We got to give Ian context on the Down syndrome thing, I feel like.
We'll get into it. We'll get into
Anyone
it.
who knows Iceland should know. All of our dedicated Iceland fans are popping.
Episode 6, if you want to learn about that.
I keep getting rained down on by Down syndrome people being like, you don't want me to exist?
Oh, no.
And it's bad.
What happened?
Well, so Iceland, for like, I think it's been like 12 years now, we haven't had a Down syndrome baby.
How'd you figure it out?
Well, so you measure
Dude,
the
he
neck
knows so
width of the baby when it's in the womb, and they can determine if the baby has Down syndrome or not.
Nuh-uh.
And apparently, I have to answer for this.
Dude,
So-
nobody with
You're
an
gonna be
accent.
and apparently
You know
I
about
was
the-
the last one to get through.
Nobody knows about the net.
Is that
neck width
real?
thing.
Yeah, it's real.
Nobody with
So you
that
guys are like
accent should talk
openly
like that.
committing eugenics.
Yeah, no,
Which
but
isn't that bad.
We're not
Patriot.
We're not that far from Germany. So
The producer at the end's like, Finn, can you hang around for a minute? We want to get you man on the street.
we're gonna
doing some
give you a
questions."
show.
Dude. Oh, that's crazy. Are they doing that with any other defects?
Also with ugly people. So that's great.
So you're the last one.
I was the last one.
Sitting beside
Says
him.
Icelandic Shrek. Anyway, go ahead.
This is what ugly is in Iceland.
Yeah.
Shout out to the unofficial third bishop brother, the eternal homie, Tim Butterly, for hooking us up. It's fucking Ian Fidance.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Let's go.
How's it
Thank you
going,
for
man?
having me.
We're about to open up this fucking pod like a pit, dude.
Let's
go.
go.
I'm pretty sure Finn's gonna spin kick Nick over the
I
computer.
will get
there.
injured. Let's do
Are
it.
you in Mosh retirement? I don't think so.
No.
Ian keeps getting hurt.
I keep getting hurt.
He gets so hurt.
Yeah. Not like in like a physical way, like in like moshing or I just like will pick up a cat toy and my back will lock up.
Dude, I did the
It's like
Terry
that.
Fox run with my son yesterday, and my knee I woke up, my knee was killing me.
Stretching is so important, and I just think I'm still young and I don't do it. But like, dude, I played a gig in Fort Wayne, Indiana at Summit City Comedy Club. Shout out. And in between gigs, I had two shows Saturday. In between the two shows, I went outside, I was smoking a cigarette, and I heard like all this like music, and I'm like, what's that? And in the parking lot there was like a metal fest. And I just like a cartoon following like the stink lines of like a pie on a windowsill. I floated over and they let me in, and I just moshed to Waking the Cadaver, like, and then I literally was like moshing and windmilling and fucking slamming this fucking kid, and then he was like, yo, you're a bubba. And then I like was hitting him. He's like, hey, I was like, let's get a picture. And then I literally got done spinning, and I walked out and then walked on stage and was so out of breath that it was off-putting.
So good. Why is he so sweaty?
Sweaty.
Just going from crowd killing to crowd work. Like instantly.
Dude, mosh sweat is got to be like, that's the worst. I've never been so sweaty in my life. It's worse than like playing football. Like after you've moshed.
It's so fun though.
Your
the
shirt
best,
is glued to you, and then the AC of the venue hits you, and now it's
you
cold.
find the 1 square foot area, and you just lock in there. And
dude, one time I went to CBGB's. This was like 2004 or 5. It was like dead of winter, huge snowstorm. I'm wearing like long johns, jeans, boots. I have like a insulated like coat. Waiting out in line was like so fucking cold, and then we get into the venue and it's so hot. I think I was seeing Bane, and I remember I was standing on a speaker on the stage, and I was like going in and out because I was sweating so much, and I went to that like despicable bathroom, and I took all my clothes off and threw out my like long underwear and everything because it was like so hot. And then I went in, I'm like hanging off these pipes. It was like the best time ever. I get so sweaty, and then I go back into the cold, and then I ended up getting the flu.
Oh my god, this happened to me in New York back in 2015.
Ow.
I went to see Trash Talk, and
Dude, I was listening to Gimme Death over and over last night on the flight.
dude, fucking what a
They're
incredible
so
band.
good.
So I show up to the show. It's actually sold out, but I run into Andrew from Combust, and he was there, and he goes, Finn, what are you doing here? And I go, the show's sold out, and it's freezing, and I'm trying to get in. And he goes, 1 minute, and then
That's great.
Garrett from Trash Talk runs into the hallway, and he goes, Iceland, and then he grabs me by the collar and just rips me in.
Oh, that's
like
great.
disrespecting the entire venue staff. It was a great time, and
That's what I'm going to do those people tonight that can't get those tickets.
dude. Let's do it. Absolutely.
The last time that somebody was just screaming Iceland at somebody was a Viking raping a woman. Fucking 10:55.
I thought you were going to make a Mighty Ducks reference. Me too.
Me too. I'm like, he's such a hockey
where
guy.
my
I'm
brain
like-
went, but
I went to rape, Viking rape.
it was during Charlie's triple deke. Yeah.
It was the dead of winter, and this was like in a warehouse, and Trash Talk plays, and for some reason, Garrett has a huge gallon of water, and he takes one sip, and then I do like that, get out, like, because I needed some, and he pours the entire thing on me. Yeah. And then I had to walk home through Bushwick,
Dude.
in February weather, and you know, I haven't been the same. I think.
Let me tell you, the
Your
one thing I
icicles.
don't like is at shows when people take water and then they throw it.
Yeah.
And then water gets everywhere and it's like slippy.
It's slippery.
And
That's the
everything,
fucking
you know?
worst.
The acacia strain is notorious for this.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent will literally, like, he has a method. He has a cool trick he does where he swings water bottles and he gets especially the pit wet. And it's,
I don't like that. It's
if
dangerous.
you've ever slipped
on a slippery
If
floor,
you've scary. I
slipped
don't
mid
like
spin
that.
kick.
And
Throw a trash can, throw a mic stand, throw a kid. Don't throw water.
Hit the smallest person you can see,
Yeah,
but don't get the floor wet. No, we need to start having at lacrosse fields. They'll have guys with mops and they'll run in.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll
It's like the
mediate.
NBA. Like,
yeah,
like
we
really
need
quick.
that
Yeah.
at shows.
Yeah.
the last time I saw those guys, he literally said at one of the breakdowns, he says, turn to the person next to you and just hurt them as badly as you can. I was like,
Nice.
just like, wow.
Nice.
That's one of those ones.
And
where
then
I'm
the
like,
next
I'm gonna
breath,
step
they'll
back.
be like, "There's a war going on. We need to stop this."
So true.
Oh man, yeah. No, that's you're performing at Comedy Bar this week.
Comedy Bar, 2 shows, 1 show Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I think that they keep giving me updates. I think we're selling it out, which is really great. People are saying they can't buy tickets. So I don't know what's going
Hopefully
on.
that's a
but
good thing.
I'm stoked. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
awesome,
I love,
man.
What are you giggling at?
I'm so
Giggles?
excited.
Me
very
too.
excited.
Yeah. Finn is opening.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Finn is my guy when I'm in town.
Hell yeah.
He's my Canadian opener. Whenever I play Canada, he always comes out. He's the best. And it's going to be really fun. I'm stoked. Toronto, like, it's been really cool because I've played here for so many years. And like, each time it
used to
gets,
come for, like,
bigger
dark
and
comedy
bigger.
festival
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah. There
right?
was like
Yeah.
7 people there.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
deal with Rob Mayu, and then now it's like I don't even know if he exists.
Are you? I
anymore.
was going to say, are you guys still
everything's, like,
buddies or?
great, you know? No, but it's Toronto's like such a good town, and they treat me so well, and I really love coming up here.
How do you find it different to New York?
The women are hotter
Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
and easier. No, it's
We
I don't know.
have as
It's
many famous guys up here, so you probably go a lot further.
oh well, that's nice of you to say.
Like New
Thank
York,
you.
we're walking around and like we just walked into Jeff Ross just eating with his dog.
Eating a hamburger. I was like,
And we were like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "If you come close to me, my dog will bite you."
Hilarious.
And we're like, "We're like, okay."
he's like half joking too.
He has a great one man show out called "Take a Banana for the Road."
he was debuting it
Dude,
when we saw him. He's like,
it's incredible.
because we're like, "Will you come
I
do
saw
our
it.
podcast?"
It's amazing.
And he's
That's
like, "I have to go
hilarious.
do a Broadway show."
yeah.
We're like, "Can you do both?"
I'm not going to not ask him. I'll fucking ask anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and only some of us are dumb enough to say yes.
Exactly. See, every once in a while they say yes.
Okay, now stand up and do a salute. Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, dude, New York is cool. We were just down there for a couple weeks, me and Dave. And it's a totally different experience than Toronto. I mean, I think the traffic's worse up here, especially because it took so long to
I
get
mean, I
here.
don't really drive in New York, man. I don't take Ubers. I'll take a cab. I'd rather take cabs than support Uber, so I do that. But I ride a bicycle and the train, and it's, everything's a nightmare. I do love driving, though. I really enjoy driving.
Yeah, it's
But
great.
traffic infuriates me. Whenever I'm in LA, I rent a car, and I really am proud of the fact that I figured out how to beat traffic, because on like the 401 and the 110 and everything, you can go on an exit, and there's an option to either go way off, or the cars that are wanting to go onto the 101 can merge on. So you can get off and then go in that and then merge up. And so it's like almost like you do this like little wave to like beat the deadlock traffic.
Fucking Fast and Furious weave. We kind of have that with the
It's
collectors.
I
right?
love doing that.
Yeah, I guess we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the collectors or
We're like, we
HOV
have the same
lane.
thing. It's like you're supposed to get off, but you can be like, "Nah, I'm getting back on, dude."
Yeah, yeah,
Just go
yeah.
around everyone.
Yeah. Or I'll like go parallel on like, instead of going on the freeway, I'll just like go down a street that's parallel, but it'll be like red lights, and you can time it up to like really be. I love little like tricks like that.
It's you're listening to Traffic Fun with Ian Fidance. Next week we're going to be doing parallel parking, guys. So if
I
you
am so good at parallel parking. There's a documentary coming out on me called Parallel Parking Unparalleled.
Unparalleled
And
parallel parking.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean the traffic up here is absolutely fucked. Like you guys saw today, like we had the Hardy Bucks on the podcast, and we live in Burlington, which is like Finn knows. It's like it's like Suffolk County. Like it's far as fuck. It's like from
Well, dude, the last time I played here, or no, 2 years ago, I think, I was meeting a friend, and I thought I was at Danforth, or I was at Comedy Bar Bloor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'll meet you right here. So I met her like right outside the thing, and then I realized I was at Danforth, and it was like a 45-minute. I almost like missed the show. It
And we don't have
sucked.
like great public transit. Like it's
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
guys-
that,
you guys-
specifically that one line is impossible.
And
One
you guys
time,
don't even have like bikes or like scooters or anything.
we have a couple of
we
the
have
city
lime-
bikes now,
yeah,
but
a
they're all
couple.
trash. Yeah.
it's fucked here.
Everybody has such a fucked up image of Canada. They're like, it's great. Everyone's polite and free healthcare. And then you get up here and you're like, these are the rudest, most gridlocked.
That's old. That's like the
and
pre-COVID.
unable to like function society people.
It's
You're
pre-COVID.
nailing it.
Like we're collapsing. Our society's like collapsing. Not to get onto the talking point, but yeah, it's changed a lot in the last 10 years. Canada has, and like a lot of that, we've talked about it before on the pod. That a lot of the reasons Americans think we're so polite is that when Canadians go down to the States, we're just really scared all the time. And so we're like, hi,
Here, I'll hold the door for you.
Hey,
Interesting.
howdy neighbor. Cause we think everyone has a gun and like, we're going to get,
wow.
we're gonna
Put a gun in our mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I think why people think we're so polite.
I think you
down
guys are
south.
just excited. It's better fast food items. They're better cigarettes. I mean,
Yep.
We're
Yep,
getting,
for sure.
we're getting, the cigarettes are better. I thought we're the cigarette guy.
No, I
dude.
was looking at his
Your
we have
cigarettes,
Marlboro Reds,
it
dude.
just
Are
tastes
those-
like I'm
those
like
are like the best
breathing
all time.
air, man.
That's not good.
I buy your cigarette. I smoke your cigarettes, and I can't
You
feel
got to
anything.
get our.
I saw
native
Ian.
cigarettes.
I saw Ian smoke a native once, and he was lying on the floor in
Yeah.
the green room
What are
afterwards.
they called? The goose?
Canadian goose. It's
Canadian
the same
goose,
as the
dude.
jacket.
No, the
And
picture
they-
was just a guy punching his daughter.
A guy with just a big bag full of gas.
It was just a missing woman on the front.
Have you seen her? Have you seen Red Feather? No, our dad will buy like a carton. Our dad still smokes. He's what? 60,
Are you guys
60
brothers?
years old? Yeah, we're brothers.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, nobody
wow.
thinks we're brothers.
That's crazy. How old are you guys?
Who do you think's older?
You.
Thank you.
No, thank you. That's crazy. Thank you.
You know
old are
what?
you?
I like it
How
now.
old are
I
you?
used to. I'm 35.
And how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh.
I said I had 2 kids though, so that probably skewed it.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
cool. You guys are brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, that's
We've
awesome.
always done
comic.
stuff together. We used to book. David was booking shows.
Yeah.
For like local hardcore scene guys. Like I don't know if you know Life Ruiner probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Amir, we did.
they're not
Amir,
the best
you know
one to
Amir?
mention. Yeah.
Holly Springs Disaster. Do you know those guys? They were fucking awesome.
you'd love them.
Dude, they
Life
were
Ruiner was
awesome.
Great.
Yeah, the lead singer has like a lot of allegations.
You're not
really?
supposed to say anything
So
about it now. Yeah.
there's Life Ruiner, like the good era, I guess, which is when they were all like allowed to talk to
08
teenagers.
to 2012.
And
No,
then
years
there's
before that.
Okay,
05.
so
Yeah.
Life Ruiner, like when they were allowed to talk to teenagers and they were straight edge and it was cool, and then they grew up and just kept talking to teenagers. So many people wanted to beat up the singer from Life Ruiner.
Really?
That they booked a U.S. tour and everyone bailed except the booking agent who was in the States. So he put together a U.S. lineup of Life Ruiner.
Yeah.
They got signed. And so there was 2 bands called Life Ruiner playing the same songs, but there was a Canadian one and an American one.
Whoa.
Yeah, at the same time. And then there was also there were fake shows were being booked for Life Ruiner, like a promoter would call them, be like, we want to book you in whatever, Des Moines, Idaho, or Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, it was fake. So they'd show up at the venue
And get beat
just
up?
get attacked.
That rules.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also,
I love that.
I do want to clarify this. There's been about 89 people that have been part of Life
probably been
Ruiner.
300.
Not all of them were
bad.
gross pedos.
yeah.
Perhaps
I think there was
most of them.
two.
I don't know.
I heard there was 2 or 3 guys.
It's just like this studio. Not all
yeah.
the shows are alt-right shows,
That's right.
but some
Exactly.
are.
It's like they like to say about Star Trek fans. Not every Star Trek fan is a pedophile, but every pedophile is a Star Trek
Oh.
fan. That was
Is that true?
Ian, do you
That
like
is
Star
a saying.
Trek?
I didn't know you liked Star Trek.
No.
yeah.
Tell me the joke and I'll funny it up.
There you go. There you go.
Did you just repeat it louder?
Dude, I
used to do
like
that in school.
Kickback, Life Ruiner.
I love
brand
Kickback.
new Ryan Adams. I
Kickback's
do
different,
not
though. Let's go.
endorse the people behind the
Right.
music, but you can't take away from the fact that the music is good.
Wait,
And
what
it-
did Brian Adams do? Oh, Ryan,
Ryan
Adams.
Adams,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, fuck. What fucking
Yeah.
Brian Adams do?
Dude,
man?
I
He's
still
Canadian.
listen to Age of Quarrel, even though John Joseph is a fucking Looney Tune. It's
I
like,
get
you
it,
know,
dude.
like what,
I'm with you.
what can you do?
Well, the thing with John Joseph is if
Safety.
you smoke crack, it just breaks you. And
Yeah.
it did.
Goddamn.
And that's why he's the worst.
Yeah,
Well,
we used to book shows though, and it was I booked some shows. Me and Dad did. Me and Dad had our own shows. I
Your
was like,
dad
12.
Wait, you need okay.
Yeah, our dad was a sound guy back in the
for the
day.
Clash.
This is the
So,
coolest
when-
lore.
yeah,
Our
Ever.
dad is
Clash.
the rock and roll as fuck.
You
They
guys
came
should be
through.
so much cooler based on your
No,
We're
trust
not
me, we're
bad.
pretty cool.
We're not
Pull out some drugs.
yeah,
no,
drop
yeah,
a fucking line right now. Drop a fucking line right now. Let's go.
backwards. These guys are cool.
Guys looks like an umpire.
Yeah.
He's cool. He can call a ball in a strike. Yeah. So fucking yeah. Our dad was like, dude. Our dad has stories of like. He told me one time he was driving the 18-wheeler for the Clash, and he took acid while he was driving it, and the road turned into a snake and went like this right in his face.
Oh my God.
He was going to Newfoundland. on
We
the
still
ferry.
haven't unearthed what we think are probably the best dad stories.
Oh, yeah.
like they might be deathbed stories. We might have to wait. He was like, I was fucking 9 chicks. Like
He told me
we
he
gotta
fucked
wait.
300 chicks. That's what he said.
He said 200.
Really?
He said 300 chicks, my dad. And I'm like, mom's like, okay.
And they're still together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It was before.
And my mom is like just a regular normie, wonderful lady.
But she's not vouching for his dick game, like, at all.
Yeah.
We
You know
don't
what?
ask.
I don't know if we've got into it.
We
that
haven't
much.
gotten into
Mom,
it with
can
them.
you comment?
Leave a
below?
comment, Mom.
How's Dad's dick game?
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah. And so he's always had all this gear. Like he's had huge speakers and boards and all the XLR cables, everything. And then he had lighting and racking and all this shit. And so it was a big family thing. And we'd have like my uncle was the security. Our cousin was the light girl who would do the lights for all the bands. And so they'd come up before and be like, yeah, we've got a bass drop right here. And she's like, oh, okay. I'll trill the lights.
So did you guys ever meet anyone that your dad worked with?
Oh, well, I was just in LA.
I used to get babysat by Joe Strummer.
I was just in LA actually with my family, and I surprised my dad. So Michael Dana is he's an Academy Award winning producer, but he used to be in a band that my dad toured with in the 80s, the 70s and the 80s. And I messaged Michael. I was like, hey, can we come to your studio? And he was like, I took my whole family there, and my dad was like, holy shit, Michael Dana. And we got to hold like his Academy Awards.
This guy did the music for Life of Pi.
Life of Pi. He does all Pixar
Moneyball.
movies. He did Moneyball.
Yeah.
He did The Good
I was
Dinosaur.
kind of hoping you were going to be like, yeah, I hung out with Metallica.
That would be
You're like, Michael Dana. Oh, all right.
I want to give Michael Dana a rub. He's from Burlington. He's my homie. But yeah, it was cool. He was doing a score for a Jennifer Lawrence movie.
That's great. You guys must have had such a rich and wonderful childhood.
We had a
with all
family
those,
band too.
like stories, and that's like such a cool cornerstone of growing up. To
Yeah,
have
my
a
dad was like, I
dad
stopped
that.
doing cocaine in 1994. And I'm like, that math doesn't check out.
I was born in '81.
He was born in 89. I'm 94. So he's like, I guess the second one I should shut
Wow,
it
we
down.
know who he likes more.
No, dude, his plug died.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Wow.
Plug died. And I'm like, Dad, why did you stop? Like, why'd you stop? He's like, oh, he died. Like,
I'm
I was just
40
like,
and my plug died.
Like, I'm going to find a new
What do I
plug.
do? I go to a university?
Yeah,
Go to a
yeah.
Frosh week? Like, I don't know.
It was fun. It's cool having a dad who's not like, I mean, he was.
Well, you could have just stopped it. It's cool having a dad because I don't have one. I'm right there with you,
I
bro.
was about to get into so many nice dad stories too. Just
Dude,
like,
he used to hug us so much, tell us he loved us. It was so sick.
Oh, sorry. my
Mine too,
phone's ringing.
before he died. No, that's great. That's so cool. So does he have like gold records and stuff in the house? Like,
He's got,
does
like,
he have any
albums.
memorabilia?
Dude, he lost a lot of it. He said a chick took a
He
bunch
gave
of
it to chicks. He
Yeah.
would. That's I think how he would supplement
Yeah,
this.
he's got
dick
a couple
game, Is he'd be
passes.
like, "Do you like the Clash? Well, this is a backstage pass I had in '81," and it's like,
Dude, that's what I did with Nisa. I gave her a bunch of band shirts.
"Hey, you're pretty similar."
This girl I brought down to Buffalo when we did the gig. I gave her like an old Misfits horror business shirt that's all like cut up and everything. And now I'm like, God,
She has better merch than I do.
yeah.
From one weekend with Ian.
Yeah.
Merch game is so. It's nice when you see a guy with true OG merch and you just look and go.
Yeah.
You give him the Robert Redford meme nod. All right,
R.I.P.
not bad.
I thought that was Zach Galifianakis for so long.
I didn't know it was
know that
Robert
was Robert
Redford till he
Redford.
died.
Really?
I saw the
I
post
the
and it's
gift,
like,
You know?
the
Oh,
gift.
wow.
That's
I thought
Robert
that was Zach
Redford.
Galifianakis.
Yeah.
really?
Ah.
Really? You guys actually thought that? That's crazy.
It's like I don't remember that scene in The Hangover. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was. What was I gonna say? Oh, I like the Jack Nicholson meme better when he goes, "Eee."
I just sent that to someone.
It's one of my
so
favorites.
It indicates that you want to plow someone.
Does it?
Yeah.
I do it when
I like it
someone's-
when something bad's happening in a
Yes.
chat. I do
Yes,
that. If
exactly.
someone goes to the dark side and says something a little like
There's
icky,
beef,
and you're like,
yeah.
yes,
Encouraging an asshole.
yes.
It's a,
That's your right-wing
These are the
outlet.
same
What are you
expressions.
talking about, Finn? You creep.
I use it
Can
when
they
I see
measure
it.
for that in the womb?
I use it when I see it. Fucking finance is so funny, man.
Thank you, dude.
God damn! Thanks for doing this, guys.
Yeah, of course, for sure.
What do you got coming up? Anything cool?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, dude,
Red Rock's gonna be nuts.
I'm doing Red Rocks with Bird. I'm on the road until March now. So I have 3 weekends off till March. I'm stoked on that.
when you book your dates, do you look for like shows as well and try to align them? Like, oh shit, Speed's playing. Like,
I mean, it's really, really tough because I'm always going to prioritize work over everything else. So like, it's hard to make plans. Like I was supposed to go on the road with Haywire and it just didn't happen because matter of fact, I was in Spokane when they were, and I was going to get on the bus, and then I had, like 3 days off before my next run. And so I was going to get on the bus with them and we were going to go to Bozeman and then we were going to go to like somewhere else and then fly back east. But they ended up picking up a show on their off night. And so it just like didn't work, which is great. You know, like I love when my friends are working and busy and everything,
100%.
but it's just tough. Like, to plan stuff. If it aligns, like I'm going to For the Children Fest in Boston, which is on a Sunday. So I'm going to fly in for my gigs in Minneapolis and go to that. I'm stoked on that.
Insane lineup.
That I'm like so happy that I feel like that lineup was like curtailed just for me.
Rude Awakening.
Oh, Skinhead,
Shout out Rude
Haywire,
Awakening.
and I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun. Rude Awakening's great.
You're mostly a hardcore guy, right? We come from mosh metal. That's really our.
I was never into that.
metalcore.
I was
No,
never one of
more
you
so.
guys.
You don't like
No.
hardcore dancing.
I don't like you long hairs. No.
Between the buried and me.
No.
You're an up-top
I don't
hardcore man.
I don't like push pits and like the fucking
No. Don't. We're
The
not.
moment
we
a
don't
guy
push
with
mosh.
BO shoves me at a show,
Yeah.
I become a man from Brockton, Massachusetts. and I try to kill them.
I become Donnybrook.
Boston Beatdown, that movie, you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
That thing was fucking crazy.
I played Boston like last year or whatever, and my openers are like we're into hardcore and stuff, and one of them like looks out in the crowd. He goes, "Dude, I think everyone that was in Boston Beatdown is on the show."
The entire audience is wearing Fred Perry.
yeah. Guys,
What's your worst mosh injury? Both you guys. I mean, you might have had some too. Yours are probably self-inflicted.
When I met Ian, I had a freshly broken arm from seeing Magnitude, and I did a spin kick during a segment in which the singer said, "This is the peacock part. This is where you big boys try to show your fucking
that's where I
moves."
stay out. I know my role.
And so I had just been at Tie Down in Detroit, 2023. Ian was there as well, actually. And then this is the next day. A lot of those bands played in Toronto. And I was like, oh, I survived all these pits in Detroit. I'm going to be fine, you know? And no, Toronto truly humbled me that day because I did a spin kick and midair, a 6'5" hockey bro, milk-fed Hamilton man just tackled me midair. You know when a car hits you and you spin in the air?
like a GTA fall.
Yeah.
Did your shoe fall off?
It may as well have because the
fell down
entire
and someone just took
the
the money out of
entire
your
room
pockets.
around me as the man hits me goes, oh, like multiple people are world star reacting to me receiving the worst beatdown of my life. I land on my wrist, I break my radius, and my arm is sticking out that way.
Oh,
Harry Potter. Like
2
when it
weeks.
falls down.
2 weeks later, I met Ian. 2 weeks later, I met Ian.
Oh, was that in Buffalo?
Yeah,
When I
and
met
there's a
you?
picture of us hard styling where I'm wearing a cast.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Where was the show? Do you remember?
We became like hardcore buds before
Yeah.
comedy buds.
I was wearing a terror hat. When
Yeah.
we met, and you said, "I love terror."
Yeah.
And I was like,
I love those guys.
and tonight we're seeing our buddy Jordan from Terror. at the
That's
show.
right. Yeah, he's
What
coming
a
to the
beautiful
show.
time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
beautiful time.
Did you get that no warning flyer done?
It's almost ready.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
I needed
I know.
it by today.
I know. Hey, tonight's sold out. We're
Can you
fine.
leave? Yeah, you're right.
You were supposed to do an animation for
Nick,
us.
can
too.
we
You
get this
said you
computer
were.
going for Finn? He needs to get this thing going.
Oh, shit. Tonight is sold out. Oh.
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's why you can't buy tickets.
Yep.
Nice.
That's good.
Congrats,
Yeah,
dude.
man. It's
Thanks.
fucking Ian
No
Fidance
guest
in
list.
Toronto. Let's go just for laughs.
No more Dark Comedy Festival 7-seaters, dude. No more shows in the back of chicken shops.
Oh, boy.
Hey, that was later. Okay.
Oh, was it?
That wasn't their business.
Oh, so that was as it came up. That was when it was on the come up.
Well, yeah, no, the Royal, I think every headliner who did the Royal, like, came away from it, did a podcast episode and shit on it.
Oh, really?
I had fun at the Royal.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want.
Well,
but
that's because you
I-
grew up in punk venues. A lot
Yeah,
of these guys
yeah,
never
yeah,
did a
yeah.
punk club.
Yeah,
and-
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you get a 3-piece.
It's
Extra sauce. Sauce is fucking extra. You got to pay for the sauce. if you
That
want the
restaurant
sauce.
got shut down for so many health code violations.
Oh, God.
Like 3 months in. So
Really?
bad. Yeah. So many, like, there was apparently just like a dead rat in a corner for months, and every comedy show that was there, they would just be like, "Yeah, there's the dead rat. Don't touch it."
That's fucked.
They didn't move it?
I booked one show there, and I brought a bottle of Febreze from home to like, because it smelled like a horse.
Was
stable
it
in
during the
there.
Rat era? You booked the show there?
I didn't know about the
There's
rat
a lot
era.
of venues in Toronto. You don't
Look.
have to do the Rat venue.
Why don't you just clean it up?
One time I played a punk show in New Jersey at a venue called the Meat Locker, and there was a gas leak, and
the
we
Meat
played through the gas leak.
I played the Meat Locker.
Fuck, dude.
If you got a cigarette, light it up. Fucking no.
Did you do a comedy show at the Meat Locker? Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun. I've done so many comedy shows at like punk venues that
What's
I
the
used
worst
to go
one?
to.
Worst comedy show you ever fucking did?
Oh, bro.
You can give me a top 3 if you want. Not to
The
put
Royal. I remember because you said in the back of a chicken restaurant. So I started in Wilmington, Delaware, and would go up to Philly, but I would get gigs in Wilmington, and I got a lot of gigs because I was white. This was like 2011, and I started working the hood circuit because the comics were like, the black comics were like really nice to me, and they brought me to the shows, and I was like the token white guy on these shows. So I would do these like fish fries, and like I did this one fish fry restaurant on King Street in Wilmington, Delaware. It was like a Jamaican like jerk chicken place,
Like a Caribbean place, yeah.
Yeah, Caribbean. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah. And it's so funny because the crowd was full of like white bikers and like black Jamaicans. Redundant. And
white Jamaican. There were a couple white Jamaicans. Yeah, boy.
There was the one guy who goes, "You pussy fucking till it's red mun."
dude,
The one, you know that? Anyway.
Sorry.
Nick, can you pull it up as Ian's telling this story?
Yeah.
That's
Keep
the
going. Sorry,
white
Ian.
Jamaican guy pussy. Just type that, it'll come up.
it just like it blew my mind because all the whites hated me and the blacks were like loving me.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa, what is it? How do I replicate this? And I just could never find that magic formula again.
You do black rooms?
Yeah, because I think I started in black rooms, so that's like very much getting like thrown to the fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they hate inauthenticity, you know, like and self-deprecation.
You start bombing and a guy just stands up and starts doing a dance and the whole everyone's clapping.
When you're doing well, they stand up and do that's how you know you're like,
You're like, oh, you gotta.
oh,
this
I
guy,
know this guy. Is
guy,
his
yeah,
name
yeah.
like Ken Dot or something?
M. Red.
Oh, M.R. Yeah.
No.
Apparently, he's just British.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but haven't they embraced him because he's authentically
I think
himself?
he went
believe they
there
have.
and I
Yeah.
think he drew huge. Like
That's
I
the
think he
thing.
did
It's
pretty
like
good.
if you are who you are, you can't be faulted for it as long as you have a good heart and you're trying.
I think we should all do accents more.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't.
Why don't, can you do an Indian one?
Yeah.
Can you do an Indian one real quick for us?
I recently did a black room and I followed 5 black comics, and every single one of them was like, "I gotta stop fucking these white girls, man." And I went on stage and did that, and they made me their king.
Oh, that's great.
They crowned me. It was great.
You just go on stage and you're like, I agree, you do need to stop.
The gene pool needs work.
For God and country, you need to stop.
True patriot love.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I just want to give a shout out to Blood and Soil. Fucking losers.
Blood moves the wheels of history. Yeah. No, hey, man, you get a studio. You got a studio, you know? It's
Yeah,
not
your
bad.
studio. You were telling us it's in your basement. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is
That's
sick.
crazy.
Yeah. I built the studio in my basement, and that's where we record. And yeah, it's great, man. Jordan was on the road and went on vacation for a while, so I was holding down the fort, and then we just banked a bunch of episodes with her, and it was like so fun, man. Like it made me like re-fall in love with the podcast, and it was just like us having so much fun and like being silly. And we filmed our Halloween episode, and she dressed up as Lord Trident.
Yeah.
And I like the underwater guy, and I was a Little Mermaid.
Okay.
And so my friend Emily did my makeup, and then I let Jordan do my makeup, and she made me like real like big purple eyeshadow. I've got lipstick on, and it was so funny because we'd be like on them, and I'd say something, and they'd be like, you're forgetting what you look like. So we do the shows, whatever, and then I'm flying out last night. This is yesterday. So I've got like a bunch of shit to do. I got to like run errands, and I'm running around my neighborhood, and I forget that I have a full face of makeup and lipstick on, and I go to my post office to drop off my keys for my cousin to get to come and take care of my cats, and I walk in, and they call me Red Hat because I always wear like a Phillies hat. And I called the girl muñeca, which means little doll in Spanish. So they're always like, Red Hat. I'm like, mi muñeca. And I walk in, she's like, Red Hat. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I've been working out. Like, I'm not clocking that I have a full face of makeup. And they're like, you should wear this all the time. I go, really? I'm just sweaty. And like, I just totally did. And then I get home, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God.
Like, that's why they were calling me Poquito Mermaid.
Yeah, dude. It was, look, like, this is literally what I looked like when I went to the fucking
Can you see? Yeah, and I'll put it up.
Put it up.
Just
Oh
send
my
on Instagram
God,
or
dude.
whatever text.
This is
That's way worse than I thought it was going to
It was much more
this is
like
us
a
in the
doll.
basement.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who's Spider-Man?
Our producer, James.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like so fun, man. And yeah, we really have a good time.
She's awesome, dude. It's cool to see her
Oh, this
blowing
is-
up right
yeah.
now too. That's
Oh, that's deadly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was she always open having all the
gorgeous.
hardcore guys on? Is she like into like the scene at all? or-
She's gotten more into it.
Yeah.
But she was more of like a punk background,
Mhm.
and I'm more of a hardcore background. So when our powers combine, we very much have an overlapping like Venn diagram of what we're into.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we love having bands on. It's funny because I've had, while she's been gone, I've had a bunch of bands on, and
Because
some
I noticed that because I'm like, oh, he's fucking front loading all the bands while she's
Well,
away.
dude,
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah.
I was
but,
like,
but
dude,
it's been tough because they're only in town on like certain days,
Yeah.
and so it's like when they're in town, we got to grab them.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the stuff behind the scenes was going on with like her being away, and then our original producer left, and it was just kind of this like storm of all this shit. And I was like, I just have to bank these episodes and get them in and just mash all this together. So it was getting all this done, and so like some people were like, what about we just want comedians, and it's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what
It's your
you
show.
if you don't like it, you can fucking kick rocks or you can rock with us. But I do think it's almost like kind of cleansed a bunch of like people out that are like, we only want to hear blah blah, and then like it's attracted more like music and like open-minded people with it. And now that we're doing like a ton of comics again and like Jordan's back, I think that's a good way to like kind of like binge and purge.
You don't want just
some of
comedy
that.
fans to be your
Yeah,
fans.
because
That's
we're
a
not just
bad look.
comics.
Yeah.
We're you know, we have a lot of interests, and
Yeah.
we like having different people on with different perspectives. And I love giving bands shine always, but I also love them coming on the show and not just being like, what was your inspiration behind this record? You know, like it's like a fun place for bands to go. Like, dude,
What's the worst show you ever played?
well, you know the
That's actually a
band,
good fucking question.
you know the band Scowl?
yeah.
So they, on their press tour in New York, the only two press things they did for their media tour for their album was Late Show with Stephen Colbert and our
That's fucking
podcast.
crazy.
So that was like really, really cool, you
That's
know?
sick.
Like, and I want the show to be a place that bands can come and have fun and be themselves, and, you know, show people a different side of them that's not just like, you know, what.
There's a war going on right now.
Yeah. Like, just come, have fun, fool around, and you know, act like you're at your
lot of
parents'
those
house when
times-
your parents are gone on a weekend. You know?
Yeah, those scene guys are so funny, man. Some of the funniest guys you ever talk to are at a show.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then, but some of them you're like, oh, I can't put this guy on a podcast.
I'm not gonna
also-
blow them up,
be
but I
careful.
was at a show with a bunch of my friends in a very, you know, bigger band, and we were all getting ready to leave, and he fucking pulled his cock out and pissed into his own mouth. He goes, "Hey Ian, how's this for a joke?" And I was like, "That's the greatest fucking thing
Dude,
ever."
I'm
and
literally-
I do shit like that. I'm like, we're not so different.
I'm talking about, when I reference that, I'm talking about Dave's friend Bo, who has pissed in his own mouth.
Who was the drummer of Life Ruler?
That's who
I'm
I'm
not
talking
gonna give out the ghost on this one. That's our secret. Shout out. But yo, I
Watcher,
love
shut
shit
up,
like
Bo.
that. Like when a friend is pissing, I'll like go and like shake them, or like be like, why are you doing this to me? And put my hand in their piss stream.
And then you tell everyone he pissed
Why are
on
you
you.
making me do this? I'm like, what's happening?
Dude, you're the best friend ever. I was listening to your Story Wars you were on the other day, and you were talking about at the Blink-182 concert, when you go up to your buddy and you go, this guy's here to meet a fucking kid. Dude, the funniest thing I've ever heard. I've been saying it
And
all
he's a
the time.
doctor. It's like a very successful medical practice.
That's crazy. Jesus.
Yeah, just being a doctor and being friends with Ian Fidance is such a fucking crazy thing.
Crazy
to do.
risk.
Yes, huge risk at that point.
Well, dude, it's because I'm still friends with like all my I'm friends with my best friends from like
high school guys
7th and
and
8th
shit,
grade,
yeah.
and my friends from high school,
That's
and my
sick.
friends from college. Like still live in my neighborhood, and like I very much value like long-term friendship and everything. Even though you go on different ways, I think it's important to like keep that close to you, and so they've all turned into these things that like my friends are like doctors and
Accountants and
lawyers and like
firefighters, yeah.
fucking important people in the private sector. And so it's funny because we never thought any of us would be any of these things, like I'm their like idiot comedian friend over here, and then they're like my medical doctor over here, but we all bonded over like vandalism as kids.
Learning how to jack off.
Dude, my buddy, my best friend that's my doctor, his brother is my criminal defense attorney. His dad took care of me medically for years. The first gun I ever bought was a Justice from Angel Dust, and I gave it to my friend's dad as like a thank you for taking care of me medically. Can you do that? Because it has a Trump engraving on it of him getting shot. It says never surrender.
Oh my God.
So I got it for my friend's dad. The one gun I've ever bought, I got as a goof to give my friend's dad as a gift. Yeah, in the States, man. I
bought people guns.
I bought a gun in Baltimore and I sent it to Philly.
Through the mail?
Yeah.
You can give each other guns?
It's fucking crazy.
I bought it from a licensed gun store in Baltimore and filled out the paperwork and sent it for him to pick up at a licensed gun shop in Philly. And then they run the background check on him and he registers it and everything like that.
So he's not just opening up the box like a Glock.
No. It's like he has to go through the process.
Okay.
I basically just bought it,
I get that then. Okay.
What's a gun cost? Like $800
but the thing is, it's like, hey, fun joke, haha, but do not do anything with the gun because I will be liable for supplying that. And then your son will also have to defend me in court.
Dude, and it has a picture of Trump on it, so you'd be on fucking Newsmax being like, this guy was MAGA.
There's no way I couldn't have bought it for him. It was such a funny fucking joke. Just like a fucking never surrender Trump gun. What a fucking idiot.
Never surrender.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the thing about the States is like the guns to us, it's like, that's crazy. We'll never understand the guns.
But what I don't understand about you guys is that if you own a gun and someone breaks into your house and you shoot them to defend yourself, you go to jail.
You can't even
That's
touch
fucked
them,
up.
dude.
Yeah.
It's
Well, dude, in New York State, I went shooting when we were up in Buffalo with Zach and Nisa. We could only shoot long guns. You can't even touch a handgun in New York without a permit.
really.
Yeah.
It's only cops and like ex-cops, right? Like
Well-
that's like a big deal in New York to have the concealed carry.
You can get a concealed carry license in New York, but you have to go through so many hoops and pay so much money. And like you have to, if you're a celebrity, you have to prove that there's liable death threats and an actual
you gotta like
threat
send your
in order for
Insta
you
post
to
of guys being like,
protect
"I'm gonna
yourself.
kill you."
Anthony Cumia did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got his concealed carry because people were like threatening to kill him.
And then
Why were they doing
and then
that?
He immediately.
hey,
He could have been in Life Ruiner.
Guest vocals,
on the
Anthony
harmonica.
Cumia.
But it's interesting though when someone does have a gun.
Also, I just want to say,
Yeah.
Anthony Cumia, say what you want about him, one of the greatest broadcasters in the history of radio.
the quickest guy maybe
a
ever.
brilliant mind, and it's so sad to see what the internet and Twitter can do to people.
It's
Yeah,
one of
man.
Dave's heroes for sure.
That's why I'm here, is because of those guys. So Jim Norton was like, that's the reason I went to radio school. was 'cause
Well,
of Jim
Norton's a
Norton.
great example of like what to do and how to be. You know, like
Him and
he's
Ron
Super
Bennington.
genuine.
Bennington
Bennington
too.
is my hero. That's why I went to radio school. Was Ron Bennington. So I saw you on Story Wars with him. I'm like, Fidance and Bennington, they're going to be so good
I just
together.
did Sam Roberts show. I ran into Bennington. Bennington was so kind to me when I was young in my career. Like really, like believed in me in a way that I really needed because I was like very, like when I got into the cellar, I was not good, and he like took me aside and like really was kind to me. Was like giving me pep talks and like helping me out like
That's
psychologically to feel more comfortable. And he's always championed me from the beginning. He's such a kind man.
He loves guys from that area too. Like I know
Yeah.
you're like Delco County
Yeah.
or whatever, but like that area, like he's always been
Well,
like he
he's
loves
like-
Big J. Like
Dude,
he really
he's
put
such
me
a
on Big J.
legend, and I've been friends with him for years. But it's like you never want to overstep bounds. And I always think I'm bothering people when I ask them like do my podcast, and I don't think I realize I know what it is. So I'm like, do you want to come and do this? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
And so I never really like asked him because I'm like, there's no way he's going to come all the way to Brooklyn. And then I asked him, he's like, what, someone drop out? You finally get me on. I'm like, oh my God, no.
He's been waiting.
It's just, I value you so much.
He's just a guy who will always say the funny thing. Like he just
It's
always
incredible.
says the funny thing. It's just really like somebody that like he's my personal hero. Like I aspire to be like that guy. He's a fucking killer.
Him and Attell are just like savants.
Yeah,
in
big
terms
time.
of funny.
That's probably his other one.
Yeah. As a he's probably the best stand-up comic ever. Yeah.
Oh,
Dave Attell.
yeah. He's the
Fucking
king.
amazing.
No one's funnier.
Well, we were at the Cellar the other day, and we're like, Dave Attell was going to be on, and we're just super drunk and so tired. We've been doing podcasts all day, and it's like, we got to stay up. We got to wait for Attell.
Oh, did you see him?
No, he didn't show up.
Hilarious. Yeah. He's in LA. I don't know why they
Sagalo
put him
closed
on
it
the...
out. He was great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Loved
Sagalo's
him.
so funny.
But then he goes, "Have a good night, everyone," and we're like, "No, that's weird." They don't usually say that. That's usually the last guy says that. They usually say the show's going to continue, and then like everyone got up, and we're like,
well, they had that little thing on the lineup subject to change.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
which is always,
carrying
like,
out.
such a
I was
bummy.
like, he didn't show up. He was written there. I was like
so
freaking
funny.
out
No, yeah.
because it is like 1 a.m. and we're super drunk, and I'm like, I want to see the funniest guy, man.
I saw him there one time, and he just absolutely just demolished. It was just like you watch him, and you're like, why does anybody else do stand-up comedy?
He's the greatest.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's so
he
fucking
kept me alive for years, man. I was his like full-time opener for
that's so sick.
from 2018 up until like I've been like consistently headlining for like a year and a half, 2 years maybe.
How
Was it
did he?
Yeah, since like 2023. How did he work?
How did that like connect? Like, did he like? How did he ask you, or
Well,
did he see you?
when I started working the Cellar, I would do my sets and then I would hang out just to watch him. And I would go down and like peek my little head in the room just to like watch him. I mean, you mean I'm allowed to watch Attell do stand up every night? Yes, I'm going to do
It's like
this.
going to university.
Dude. And so he would see me peek my head in and he would be like, he would call out to me and be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just watching you, like you. And
Like from the stairs right there.
yeah,
like, as
yeah.
you walk
And so
in?
then he would talk to me from the stage and I would just answer him honestly and then let him be like, I didn't try to be like funny. I would just be like honest. And then it would like set him up for like slam, joke. And then he started bringing me on stage and was like, well, why don't you come up here? And then he saw me do a set. He was following me and he saw me do a set and I got off and he goes, hey, do you want to open for me at Caroline's in 2 weeks? And I was like, oh yeah, cool.
I guess.
And then
Well,
I
let me check my
was in the
calendar.
hallway and just started like crying. And he then asked me to drive us to a gig. And then I'll never forget, it was in Albany. And after the first night, the next day, we met up to go to the mall and chain smoke and walk around the mall. And he was like, you're really good and really funny and you're not like anyone else. And I was like, am I dead? And he's like, if you want, I'll give you more dates. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then we just became friends. Like,
for a guy with no dad, that must have been fucking crazy.
dude, he's my dad. Like,
I
that's
was
the
gonna
thing.
say,
Like,
I was like, fuck, I think I would just trade my dad that I love so much for David Attell saying I'm a funny guy.
dude, that's the thing. It's like through being on the road and like, we're very similar. We both don't drink, we chain smoke, we stay up late, and like we're very, very similar in that way. And so, you spend enough time with someone and he's just become such a dear friend. He is like my dad, man. He makes me call him when I land. Like,
that's nice.
like we talk on the phone every night. It's like really, really, really nice.
Do you do the insomniac thing with him? Like when you're on tour with him, like is he out walking around after? Like,
Well,
is
we
he
do
up all night?
daytime stuff like that, and I don't really put any of that on the internet. That's like for us as
Yeah.
friends. So I don't. So many people have been like, "You got to film your adventures with Attell," and I'm
Go
like,
karting with the
"No,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I'm not doing that. Like that, he is my friend. I'm not going to exploit that for anything." But dude, we go to museums and we go like to like we've done laser tag, go karting, like, it's bowling, it's crazy, it's the best.
I'm trying to picture.
over here.
I'm trying to picture Dave Attell running, and it's not. It's not.
Dude, we
coming
go
to me.
swimming together. It's fucking, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. We are like such a fucking odd couple. Like dude, one time we were in Austin together and we were doing the mothership and I we had just done Rogan he brought me on Rogan and was like so kind to like share that with me.
That was like your first one on there?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we went up to the pool in the hotel. We did the show the night before at the mothership, and we were at the hotel, and we both went swimming, and we're in bathing suits. I'm shirtless. I have a towel around my neck. I'm wet. He's wet. We're chain smoking under these like trees on the street. And this girl stops by and she goes, "Hey, I saw you guys last night." And we were like, "Oh, thanks." And she's like, "Yeah, I do this and that." And like, it was super sunny. Like Austin's so hot. And he moved over and was like, "Oh, do you want to come?" He goes, "Oh, why don't you come here into the shadows with us?" And she was like, "I'm going to go to work. Have a good day." And he's like, "That was weird." And I go, "Dude, do you realize what you just said?" He was like, "What?" I go, "You invited her into the shadows." And he was like, "No, I meant the shade. I meant the shade." I was like, "You said shadows." And meanwhile, I'm soaking wet. Like, she doesn't care about me. She's like, "This is Dave Attell." And I'm just a wet guy sitting here. And then he's like, "Come into the shadow." Like, us together is like I guess it's like the clown makeup thing. Like, I guess we just don't realize like our
Just
existence.
illuminated by a cigarette.
Dude, it was the funniest thing in the world.
You have to be invited in.
Yeah, like vampires. Yeah. But no, I'm incredibly fortunate. And he and also he would bring me on stage with him every night, and he flat out told me like, just answer and I will make it funny. Don't be nervous. Like, and that trained me to just
go off,
listen and react, and not be like, because he's like he's like a Jedi. Like, he can turn any. Like, one night we were on stage and he was like, "Ian, Shark Tank, what app ideas do you have?" And I was like, what about an app that instead of telling you the weather, it tells you what to wear for the weather? And immediately he goes, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What's going to happen if there's a tornado? What are you going to do? Wear a basement?" Like, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
That's insane to think of that on the spot. Insane. To the listeners, if there's one comedy album you have to listen to before you die, it's Skanks for the Memories by Dave Attell. It'll fucking change your
also
life.
check out his special Hot Cross Buns. Like, his new stuff is like incredible.
Yeah, Bumping Mics was great. Like, those guys are fucking amazing together. Like,
I went to the last night of Bumping. I was like in the crowd watching. Like,
that's
oh
so
my
sick,
God,
dude.
this is crazy.
That's cool that you
Like,
can
be
still be
involved in
a
that
fan
world.
of stuff. Like,
I mean, I'm not anymore. I can't watch comedy anymore. I'm seeing at the Cellar for like 6 years, just every night seeing the same thing. I'm like, I never want to watch his stuff again. But for like him, or like,
I hope someone asks if those two are dating.
But it was amazing. It was so cool, and watching Bumping Mics was fucking awesome. Like, even just being there as a fan.
We don't have those like heralds up here, like those like stalwarts of like comedy, where like who's your guy up here? He's sitting right beside you. But he's not come from New York.
You also, in Canadian comedy, you fall into obscurity because no one wants to fund you past 50. Like, you just, like, all the guys from like Kids in the Hall are now just like guys that do one show a year.
Like, Kids in the Hall guys are like, "Hey, do you have any work for me?"
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, everybody up here is
but
like
I
dying
feel
for
like
work.
up here you can get really good and then come and like smash it in the States.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, like, that's where all the comedic talent came from. Was what was it? SCTV.
SCTV. There was Yuck Yucks.
John Candy, Aykroyd, Rick Moranis.
Second City was up here,
Second
right?
City, like all those
That's
guys.
still
Mike
here.
Myers, Jim Carrey, like,
Yeah.
everybody. Norm was from here.
Norm, yes. Nathan McIntosh, one of the funniest fucking comics
He's a
I
funny
know.
guy, yeah.
He's
He's still ripping now.
amazing.
There's
dude.
guys still like that. Like, we were talking about Mark Little on the last podcast.
Yeah.
He's a really
Have
funny
you met him?
guy.
He's in New York now. He's a Canadian
think
guy.
so.
Yeah.
You guys would get along. He's a funny guy.
He's
cool.
super funny.
He's really cool. He does Tiny Cupboard and stuff.
Oh,
like
okay.
I
Dude,
think it's
Tiny
Brooklyn
Cupboard,
spots.
man, that place kept us alive during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, so many of these places have gone away, but during the pandemic, we were the first place like in the world to like do comedy, like outdoors on a roof.
Yeah, the roof stuff, right?
In a parking lot. And Tiny Cupboard opened up their roof, and you had to fight with like the subways going by and like all this shit. It was, I mean, dude, they really, really helped us out during the pandemic. And it's cool to see them still thriving because so many things have gone out of business.
That's where all of our Canadian guys come through. They do Tiny Cupboard, Brooklyn Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club. That's like a little bit up.
New York
But, like-
Comedy Club's my favorite, man. That's my favorite spot in the city. Yeah,
Oh, really?
I've never been there. Never been there.
it's great.
No, we
It's-
walked past it, but we went
the
to
Midtown
stand
room is
instead.
just such a kill box.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. When I go first at the East Village spot, it's always terrible. But that's
the one
on
we
me,
walked
not the
past.
club. I'm a very hard pill to swallow. The first comic you see, it's a lot. I gotta
ease
go
everybody
later.
into
The line.
this.
Yeah. They gotta get a couple drinks in them first before I'm up there wackadoozing it up.
Well, that's the crazy thing about New York, and that doesn't exist in Toronto, is that you can do like 9 spots in one night.
Yeah.
You could just go room to room to room
I
to room to
can't
room.
do that.
But some
anymore.
guys can. Like
I'll
when you're
max
coming
out
up.
now like 3 or 4. 3. I did 3 the other night, and I was just like, oh. But it's
Burns you out.
I mean, that was the place to do it. And you still can. It's
Yeah.
just like such a burnout, especially if you're like talking all day and doing all this stuff. And then like
Yeah.
you get like, 4 spots at night and you're like, oh no. And then SD throws you like at 1:30 in the morning and you have a 5-hour gap and you're just like,
That's crazy.
I should have been an iron worker. Like, what am I doing?
Wish I was an accountant.
What do
Fuck.
you think of like Austin versus New York, and like guys moving down to Austin versus like picking Austin over New York or whatever, and the scene that's getting built up there versus like LA and New York and the comedy scene in general in the US? Like, what are your opinions on that?
I mean,
it's good, right? To have another fucking
Ian, can we
spot?
name some YouTube channels
It's-
and
it's-
just have your
it's
opinions?
good. I will say it's good to go to a place where you can get up and get better, but a place is only as good as its culture. And I think New York has a better culture and a better avenue with diverse crowds that you have to figure out, oh, my thing is not good and I have to make it good because there's a whole group of people here that
Some people are
not
different than others,
liking what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Austin
And
is like guys play to like the one specific
Yes.
Rogan verse.
Gay
people.
retard. You say you go down, you say gay retard, and they stand up and,
And then
carry you
they'll
out.
come and like play, like Brooklyn or somewhere and be like, oh, what? These people can't take a joke. It's like, no, they very much can. You just have to curtail your joke so that it's palatable to anyone.
Yeah.
Like that's why I love playing the Midwest or like playing coastal cities because you figure out how to make it work for everyone, even though you're talking about a very niche thing that on paper is like very unlikable about me sucking dick. And, and it's also funny like going
They're
down
gonna
to
love this in
Austin,
Nebraska.
and I'm on a lineup where me and what I'm about is basically the punchline to every single one of their jokes. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, okay, this is fun. But I think having a place to go to get up a bunch is great. You just got to be aware of like what is the culture of what's happening because echo chambers are bad no matter what side of the fence you're on.
Yeah.
And if you're just playing to crowds that are all into the same thing, you got to go in rooms where you know you're going to bomb and figure out how to not bomb. You got to go and play crowds that you know are not going to like you so you can make your shit better.
No, yeah. I mean, I just thought it was interesting that like it was always you got to move to New York or LA, and then almost out of nowhere, they sprouted up a new scene.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
really
Nashville
interesting.
was always like a great scene. Atlanta had a great scene. Like I know
Boston,
dude, when
maybe.
the first tour I ever put together is 2017, and I was so impressed with Seattle. Dude, when I played Seattle, it was like multiple shows a night, show. Everybody's running around together. Like Seattle had a great scene. I don't know what it's like now, but Austin only gets that big pop because of the tier comics that have gone there.
Yeah.
But there's other scenes in the country that you can get up a bunch and they incubate, like Chicago, dude. Like everyone that comes out of Chicago that moves to New York is a fucking killer.
The Philly scene is deadly. Too.
Philly.
It's
Philly's
crazy.
sick.
I mean, there
Yeah,
you
we
go.
were-
It's like that's
Montana,
where I came
Naeem,
from.
like, those
I
guys are-
fucking started in Philly, So like I reject the idea that there's only 3 places to go, Philly, LA, or New York. And I like the idea of even going to a place where you can incubate and get better so that when you go to one of the bigger markets, you make a splash rather than being lost.
That's an interesting idea, and I totally 100% agree with that. But you do at some point have to move to one of those cities, no? Like Austin,
right now
LA,
with
or
the
New
internet,
York.
it's like, do you really?
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, for sure. Like
Just
it's
judging by all the Canadian guys, I mean, you could speak for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Well, but also I think it's lost on people that you could DIY tour at any point. You could book your own routing dates whenever you want. And comedy, used to be much more of an outsider art form where you had a good comedy scene if you had a good local music scene. And that's why we had good 90s Seattle comedy, good 90s Chicago comedy.
Yeah.
That's why we like had Janine Garofalo killing in a coffee shop talking about having her period.
Well, that's what I would do. I would cobble these like tours together and take like an 11-hour bus to like fucking Vermont and play a coffee shop. And it's like, well, I just had to make more money at my day job to like fund it, and then you'd end up sleeping on couches and everything to make it work. Like I slept on floors and couches and Greyhounds and fucking rides with strangers for like years to cobble these like DIY shows of like, oh, it's a showcase show, but I'll headline and get $75 in, you know, an 8-hour away place. It's like, yeah, I'm going to do that to get better. And, you know, it wasn't local to one of those bigger markets. You know, you find a way to make it work, and I feel like that's
that
kind
happens
of
up here too. You
been
gotta
like
go out to
lost
the regions.
because also social media makes it like everything has to be a big splash, and like if this doesn't do well, then it's like a failure. And it's like, no, it's
archive it and shame yourself, right?
it's like, I don't know, just go out and do it, and
I guess
have
that
fun.
wasn't funny. I'm just sitting in my backyard, like I don't even know. I thought it was funny. Like
You're looking
when
at
you
your
post a
dirty
clip.
patio stones. Buy a fucking power washer.
That's too inside.
I'm lost on this riff.
He's making fun of my house. He's saying because I bought a house.
You guys don't live together?
No,
Not anymore. We used to have the same bedroom.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Till
you're
when?
brothers.
I'm jacking off.
Wait,
now.
why are you saying it's gay?
Wait, till when?
It's normal.
Till I was probably 12.
He was 12. Yeah.
Oh.
It was pre jack off.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
You were
I
pre
thought
jack
you
off
meant-
at 12?
Pre.
I jacked
I
off for
thought
the
you
first
meant
time.
you were
jacked
you
off
were
before.
brothers living in the same bedroom until like your 20s or whatever. And I was like, huh?
Oh well,
Hey, bro, pass me the Vaseline.
we'll go on the road. Like
Yeah.
we just went down to Philly, and like we share a hotel room, and I'm like, stop fucking snoring.
No,
Just
first
don't
of all,
breathe
he
for a
doesn't
minute.
say fucking snoring. He says breathing. He says don't breathe like that, which is crazy because I'm just breathing through my nose.
No,
And
do it in the
also,
mic.
he
Do it
has
breathe.
sleep apnea. So the second he falls asleep, it's crazy snoring. It's fucking like you think he's dying. I stand over him like this. I'm ready to start just doing compressions on his chest.
If there are any sleep apnea companies that want to sponsor us, we will take it.
Dude, I still love sometimes sharing a hotel room with like my friends that are opening for me. It's like I'll bring one of my lifelong best friends on the road with
It's a
me. He's
sleepover,
not even
dude.
a comic. He's just divorced and lonely.
You're just having a
And,
sleepover.
yeah, and he helps me with my merch. I'm like, dude, we instead of like going out and getting chicks, we're like, let's just go watch a movie at the hotel. With farting and like laughing, you know, and then getting
me
mad
the
at me because
Twizzlers.
I'm the snore guy. And,
Dude,
you know,
it's breathing though. It's just I'm fucking breathing, and so I have to breathe through my mouth like this. to try
That
to
was
be
nice
quiet.
though. He politely breathed normally for 5 minutes so
Look
I
at
could
that.
fall asleep, and then he went back
did.
to the
Look
fucked
at
up
that.
breathing.
I
People
did.
can grow.
We're brothers.
It's hard
That's
to
nice.
be on the road with your brother when you're an adult. Like it's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then we always
wanna
want to
just
we want to fight so
fight
bad,
him so
and
bad.
you know you can't because you got to drive home together.
Yeah, but those are the best fights.
Just want to.
They're fun.
when
Dude,
you're
we
when
go
you're driving
physical
home like
sometimes.
bloody, and then you're just like, "Why'd you hit me like that, you idiot?"
Oh yeah, I've never thrown a full strength punch at David. I will never do
I
it.
have
nice.
many times.
He's
I've
thrown
thrown
it
a
as
full
hard as he can
haymaker
so
as
many
hard-
times.
I've tried to knock him unconscious. In 2022 was the last time.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
you're
I-
a monster.
I fucking
I know his,
elbowed him
I
as
know his
hard as I
combos
could.
though. I know his. It's like playing.
you know what triggers him?
Street Fighter, and he's playing Ryu.
knows what, like,
I'm like, I
actual
know
combos.
he's going down. He's gonna Hadouken. Like, so he does a classic 3 beast combo where he'll throw a right straight, a left hook, and then he'll throw a right elbow, and then he'll take a shoot takedown.
Yeah.
and so
And then you get him back by showing him his social media following. You're like, "Oh, that one hit me hard."
yeah, exactly.
You show him the listeners of the show, and he's like, "Oh god, that hurt."
I pull out a scale and make him step on it.
The final knockdown.
No, he's looking down. Yeah, I tell him what his BMI is.
He didn't say-
44.
He came up behind me and put
Oh,
me in
true.
a fucking rear naked choke.
So-
And put it on as hard as he could.
It was at a party at my condo, and I had all my friends there.
Oh, you
and
had
I
the
was
peacock.
like, "Oh
Yes.
yeah, I got. Hey everybody, look at me choke up my older brother." And I lock in like a choke on him, and I'm in the moment. I go, I don't want to choke him out. I love him. He's my brother, my big bro. And so I let go. But then I know he's gonna come at me with everything he has.
Right.
So I tell everyone, this guy's gonna come at me with everything he has. And so he gets up and starts swinging. One of our buddies is a cop, and he's like, "Oh no!" No de-escalation tactics. Just lets it happen.
Yeah, they really don't have many of those.
Put a wet cloth on the back
He
of my
could have.
neck.
He could have hurt.
Get me to stop.
Really?
No,
That's
no,
like
no,
the John
he did.
Taffer thing.
Oh,
He
I was
goes,
gonna say put a thumb in your ass. That'll make you unlock your jaw.
give me an oil
He
check.
just jizz. Yeah.
So have you broken anything? Like
No.
nothing.
We've never.
Because
he's
you're talking
never
about full
connected.
power jabs.
Yeah, like a
I
full
know,
power
but it's
punch.
like,
You've never
I-
actually heard
I have
him.
a
They call me after I did that. They call me pillow hands for a year.
Oh wow.
Pillow hands.
Throwing punches
I
I
like
was
know-
going to say
you're
you
in a
could
dream.
attribute his breathing problems to your
There you go.
violence.
He hit me in the throat one time when I was
Yeah.
11. Yeah. No, it's. I know his combos, and he all he needs to do is put like a leg sweep in or something, and I'm fucked. Like he'll have me.
People underestimate the legs in a fight.
I remember one time I grabbed him and I tried to put him in a judo trip, and he looked at me. He goes, "Trying to trip me?" Like we were like mid fight. He like stopped. He goes,
You know
"Come
your
on."
judo well.
Yeah.
A succulent Chinese meal.
All right, no, but seriously though,
That was great.
what a
guys.
fucking time.
Thanks.
Finn Bogi
Thanks for having me.
socials.
Finn Bogi Orn on Instagram.
Easy to spell,
For now.
easy to say.
It's super easy. Come see me with Ian in Canada.
Yes.
And we're
Edmonton,
doing
Vancouver,
maybe Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
got me a date for Winnipeg.
Hey,
Rumors.
look at that.
Rumors.
Great
go.
Shout out
Club.
Rumors. Shout
Great
out
club.
Tyler. Great club. Great town. Shout out Winnipeg Skins. Manitoba Skins. Gonna be fun. Gonna
Pull
be
me
fun.
on
Is it
there,
a
bro.
great
I'll
time? Is it a great town? I
The
don't know.
People
Winnipeg,
I find.
the
yeah.
Winnipeg skinheads are some of the best people in the
Yeah,
world.
they're great. They're
I'm
fantastic.
gonna
I've
put
heard
that out there
I
right
heard
now.
that. I read that.
Shout out, shout out Pure Impact. Shout out Paul.
I think I read that in Vogue.
Shut up, Black Dogs.
Also, any town, I reject the idea that places suck or this. It's like it's what you make it. You find your people, you find your fun.
True.
You know, it's all a matter of getting out there. I mean, some places can suck, but I think they suck if you suck. But anyway, ianimal69 on Instagram.
And on a positive note.
IanFidance.com for all my dates. I'm going all over. And YouTube.com/IanFidance Comedy for all my stand-up and my travel show. Ian Do, an odd guy doing odd jobs. It's coming out soon, and I'm very excited. And be an Ian with Jordan's a podcast.
He's
Hell
done
yes.
plugs before, guys, as you can tell. One of the greats of all time.
Fuck yeah, man.
Magnanimous Ian Fidance.
Check out the October monthly show in Burlington, and
Who's on?
Wes Barker headlining.
Hell yeah.